Hello everyone and welcome to another Prolegomena gaming stream. We are starting off today with a -1/-1 counter deck, helmed by Hapatra, Vizier of Poisons. The goal of the deck is to have either Hapatra or the enchantment Nest of Scarabs in play, and then start laying -1/-1 counters on things. If we have Hapatra, we get a 1/1 Death Touch Snake token. If we have Nest of Scarabs out, we get 1/1 insect tokens equal to the number of counters placed. We do have to run some pretty janky removal, like Splendid Agony, to facilitate the token engines, so we are banking on the snakes and insects to make up for it. Let's jump into some games and see how it works out. Our quest for the day, kill 13 of our opponent's creatures. That's exactly what we want to be doing, so we won't re-roll it. Let's go for our first win. We're on the draw. We can do Channeler Initiate on 2 into Greatmaw. We don't have any of our token engines, but I think it's still a keep. Looks like we're up against cats. There's the first cat. There's another cat. No block. I think we play Foul Orchard here, so we can make sure to hit our Decimator Beetle next turn. Question is either the Defiant Greatmaw or the Obelisk Spider. Spider shuts down their board pretty effectively, so let's try this out. Cartouche. No blocks. So we have 5 mana. We can go Decimator Beetle, put another counter on the Initiate. They'll leave us with a 4/5 to block their companion. heal. That was a beating. There's our nest. So we can play nest, attack in with the beetle, put a -1/-1 counter on something, get a scarab, and then play a Greatmaw or a Stinger, or the Greatmaw to get 2 more scarabs. Sounds pretty good. During our attack, we did not use this correctly, so we didn't put the -1/-1 counter on the companion like we planned. But unless they have something else, we should be pretty well stabilized. Do they have a horse? That's what I'm assuming here. Anointed Procession. It's a lot better than the horse. Have another nest. Let's see if we can make this work this time. Choose target creature we control. Initiate, defending player. Let's go companion. Get two of our insect tokens. And take their last card. There's the horse. So they got a little greedy last turn. With the Soulstinger, we'll get 4 insects. Little pump fake attack. We attack in with the Greatmaw. They draw a card. That's going to happen eventually. So let's just get over with now. They just take it. Interesting. Put these on our channeler. Flash Cheetah is close to irrelevant. We have 8 insects. Feeling pretty good. Grasping Dunes. Settle the Wreckage is the only thing that will really get us here. We're going to attack in with 8 Scarabs. See how it goes. End of turn, draw a card. So they have no board, and we can draw 2 cards a turn. That's pretty bad. Put these on the Mummy for style points. We can send in everything because they don't have Settle the Wreckage up. And first match of the day, first win of the day. Looking pretty good. Got a 5th copy of something, Water Trap Reaver. Killed 7 creatures, so we're halfway to our quest. We go first this time. Initiate into Nest into Initiate. See what our opponent's up to. And I think Hapatra just can't be stopped. What do we get? Lord of the Accursed. Nice zombie tribal. This deck is janky, but I just like how it plays out. Like putting counters on things. See what we get this time. This hand has no plays until 4. We have no token synergies, but pretty grindy hand. Hopefully not against blue-black control. Like pirates. Just get rid of this now. Combat Celebrant. Go greedy. Do Festering Mummy this turn into Greatmaw next turn. Get rid of the Celebrant. They might have Magma Spray, but it set them up. Hapatra. You just can't beat Hapatra. 3 in a row. Gideon's Defeat. We're just climbing that ladder, putting counters on things. Looks good. Looks good against a creature deck. Looks like we have a creature deck. The Banewhip Punisher will most likely get rid of something. Splendid Agony, also great against vampires. Yeah, let's kill some stuff. Forerunner. It's maybe Mavrin. Maybe a Lord. We go for the Lord. So we can Chupacabra here. Kill the Forerunner. And then have Splendid Agony up next turn. They have the Lord, but they have no other land drops, so that's the only play. We can drop the Bloodfast and then Moment of Craving. Gain 2 life, get in for 4. Looking pretty good. They hit a land. Like they did. We can Splendid Agony here. Get rid of 2 creatures. And crack in. They're in chump block mode. Twilight Prophet. You might be sacrificing the Banewhip Punisher, so not really a problem to put a -1/-1 counter on it. Another Forerunner. Maybe this time for Maverick Fine. Yep. Trying to get some blockers. We can exile the Twilight Prophet, and if we attack with all, they have to chump the Crocodile. We get in for 3. So let's do that. And we won. 4-0. 4-0 with the -1/-1 counter deck. We completed our quest. We get our Uncage the Menagerie. Probably not something I'm looking to play, but we shall see. Run it back. Hapatra just can't be stopped. I don't know why our opponents are even trying, really. We haven't even seen Hapatra, I don't think. But 2 of them are in there. And they'll get out eventually. Draw. It's a pretty dicey keep. Earliest play is turn 3. But if we draw Black Source, we can sweep. Probably a bad keep. But against vampires, Golden Demise will be good. Legion. So unless they play another Lieutenant, we can sweep the board. Queen's Commission. Great. Sweep the board, play Nest of Scarabs next turn. Maybe the Crocodile was better. Alendra. Alendra. Alenda. So the bad thing about Alenda is that it dies to half of our Splendid Agony, and then we get Scarabs out of the deal. That sounds pretty good to me. Do this now in case they have a pump effect. Another Lieutenant. We can do Nest into Doomfall. Take 4, maybe 6. And then we can do Crocodile next turn. That's the greedy line. So we can take 6 here. That's fine. We get a Crocodile and 2 Scarabs next turn. Make that 4 Scarabs. We now have a 5/5 and 4 1/1s. Sounds pretty good. I will block. Just gonna bluff something on the end of turn. We will take 2. Soulstinger is great. We're gonna attack in, put these 2 on the insect, get 4 more Scarabs. Things are looking pretty good. They just have a 2/2, and we have a 4/5, a 5/4, and 4 1/1s. Binding on. Sure. I think we only have 1 in our deck, so that doesn't do a lot. Let's just get rid of this now. Our opponent a good game. Attack with everything. And I think we're still undefeated. I think that's correct. Ranking up with Hapatra. Who would have thought? The reward is Mausoleum Harpy. Not something we want to play. Covert Go Blue. We're on the play with another slow hand. This one seems better. Turn to Hapatra, hopefully get it in. First time seeing the Vizier. It deals combat damage to a player. We put a -1/-1 counter on target creature. Tap land. Here comes the queen herself. Hopefully she can connect in. If not, just happily play our Bloodfast next turn. Opponents seem to be reading the star of our deck. So I can do Crocodile next turn, get a Death Touch Snake. With another Martyr. Sure. No attacks. Interesting. So let's put this counter on Hapatra. Get ourselves a Death Touch token. No attacks. Hopefully draw a land next turn for Liliana. Hopefully turn this Golden Demise on. There's our land.
I have conquered death, as I will conquer you. I prefer friends in low places.
This Deadlands, of course, synergizes with Hapatra and Nest, which is nice. Still no attackers. We can sweep the board next turn and attack in with some of our creatures. They might have Cast Out. There's Cast Out. That's fine. Three mana. 2 mana. 3 mana. Our Golden Demise will still be great here. Hopefully they don't have a Lord as their last card. That would be pretty bad. I want to trade the Crocodile off for 2 tokens, so I'll just send it with a zombie. Then I want to trade. Sounds great to me. We can draw a card with Bloodfast, end of turn. And the next turn, get some more snakes. Legion Lieutenant. Card. So a land would be great here. We go Agony into Exemplar, or Scarabs plus Exemplar. The Agony doesn't get rid of the Legion Lieutenant. That's why I'm taking this route. We get 3 insect tokens and a snake token. This way, if everything goes as planned. We still get the insects. If we attack with the Crocodile, they probably double block. We would still lose the Crocodile if we lose Splendid Agony. Which doesn't seem good. So we'll just draw a few cards, end of turn. Kind of grind this game out. Draw some cards. Chupacabra, great draw. Splendid Agony, another great draw. So let's Chupacabra first. Get rid of the Lord. Go to combat. Back with all our... Do we play around settle? Nah. No playing around. So we blow our opponent out here. Get some more insects to replace the ones we trade off. Now, our board is great. Theirs is bad. And we just beat vampires with insects. Get a River Sneak, which is good for a Merfolk deck. Running hot with the Hapatra. Things are as they should be. Gold rank 2. We go first. Turn 2 Channeler. Into Ammit. Mono red. We might go Mummy now into Ammit, put the counter on the Mummy. Pretty much forced to deal with this with the Firebrand. If not, they have Magma Spray up, playing the Ammit. It's pretty bad for us, because they can kill it when you put the counter on it. But we're fine with the Channeler getting Magma Sprayed. It's fine. There's the Magma Spray. On Crop Crasher. The Ammit won't. There's a low likelihood of the Ammit staying around, but if it does, we can gain back some life. We can Doomfall the Crasher, play the Exemplar. It's probably fine. Or at least the best we can do. This will help. If we attack with it, we gain 1 life. They could have Glorybringer here. It's pretty bad for us. Nest of Scarabs. So we make the Glorybringer a 3/3, get ourselves an insect. Which is like a consolation prize, I guess. Our first loss of the day looks like it's going to be mono red. I will block if you allow me. And we D-rank 2, which is just the worst. We have to wait a little bit so we don't get rematch with them. I'm liking this deck though. The winning helps, but even if it was losing, I would still enjoy it. Go first. Our first play could be a sweeper or a Greatmaw into turn 4 play. So against Merfolk or Vampires, pretty good. Against any type of control, probably not. Click my red. So we're just going to run out these Greatmaws into removal. There's a Lightning Strike or a Braid. They didn't play a creature, so they have to have something. On-Crop Crasher. They're 4-drop. If it dies, we can throw the counters on something else. If they play a few creatures, we can sweep the board. Rossadon. Cartouche.
You're standing in my way.
So if we get a next turn, we can kill the Soulstinger to take down the Ferocodon. But this is not looking good. I will still block the Crasher. Take 4. These deserts probably do us in. Or we can sweep the board. And then use an Arch on one of their ruins. Doing our best to stay alive. Need some green mana.
The dead are loyal.
Then we can drop 2 Greatmaws next turn. That's not going to matter.
Oh, look what I found.
Our only hope is that they don't see the line that they're holding up mana for. They got us exactly. Mono red, the Bane. Our deck. We go slowly down the ladder here. Take a look at our deck again, see if there's anything we want to adjust. We are very heavy on threes. Maybe we can go down to Greatmaw for a Craving. Let's try it like that. Greatmaw. Just a little adjustment. Is this our mono red player again? Hopefully scry into a forest here. Play off curve to get our green mana down. We can do Exemplar into Greatmaw. Bloodfast. Draw a card, perhaps looking for a land. Field Ruin, kind of like a land. So they could Field Ruin our Orchard, looking for a white source if they need it. If we draw a land, we could do Mummy into Greatmaw. Get a 4/5 and some insect tokens. We can block Maverin if he comes in with the insect tokens, if they get rid of the Greatmaw somehow. Land gets us removal. Here's the Field of Ruin play, getting a white source. Maybe you have a Lord to back it up. There's the Lord. So we need it. Land here would be great. So if we attack with the Greatmaw and the Exemplar, they probably block Maverin on the Exemplar, and then we can Mummy into Exemplar, putting the counters on the Mummy to get rid of Maverin Fane. And then we have 4 insects. Yeah. Let's see what they do. Just take it. Put the counters on the Lieutenant. In case they have a pump effect, it's easier to get rid of. Now we have 6 insects, 4/4, 4/5, and 2/2. A land would be what we need. They can trade off if they want. It's fine. Just need to hit our land drop here. Another Lieutenant. Hapatra. So a sweeper here would be great. Land, also great. They're thinking about attacking. Or a place to put the Ifnir counters on, maybe. Maybe they have a cast out. None. So still no land, but we could put counter on something. Get a snake and an insect if the Patra lives. Let's try to will down this Lieutenant. Worst comes to worst, we can sacrifice the Banewhip Punisher next turn to get rid of the Lieutenant. Probably have cast out on something. Contempt. It's fine. We get a nice tap land. So I think the plan here is to crack the Banewhip Punisher end of their turn, and then play the Chupacabra on the other Lieutenant. Cast out on our Nest. On what? Greatmaw. That's fine. Will our opponent attack? They want to use their Deadlands. It's fine. Sunmare. Probably have to Chupacabra that. We have another Chupacabra, so sounds pretty good. We have one card left in hand. So kill the non-token creature. We have 28 life, so backed up by 8 insects. Feeling pretty good. Now I have 3 cards in hand. You can either Liliana or Chupacabra. If we Liliana, we can punish her into Lieutenant the next turn. Doesn't feel great. We need to get rid of this martyr so they can stop sending in with just that to get the token. So as it sits there, we need to send a lieutenant or Maverick himself. Queen's Commission. Kill this lieutenant. Our trouble with hitting land drops is really catching up to us. Bloodfast is going to be hard to beat. Another cast out. Are they going in for a big attack? Sure. They have 1 black for their colored mana, which would be a Moment of Craving. So we have to play around that. Let's get this. Maverick out of the way. Take 9. Sure. We do Channeler plus Bloodfast. Channeler will give us Liliana next turn, which can unlock a Chupacabra. I think our best line. it on the channeler. Get 3/1/1. That's the turn. They have plenty of life to start drawing cards with Bloodfast. We can do Dunes again. I think just drawing cards in turn would be perhaps a better option. Take 9. Take 6. Let's just sweep the board. Baffling End. So the temple here combos with Soulstinger. We can block and then sack and then throw the counters on something. Then we can play Liliana, do it all again next turn. They don't feel to ruin it. Binding on Nest. That's sure. Let's get rid of attacker. Mostly black, so getting a swamp here. We can Liliana into Chupacabra. Get rid of the horse.
Apologies for the smell. I've been recruiting.
And then block the Martyr of Dusk if they want to go in. To be able to draw 3 cards a turn is not great. We do have a Planeswalker. Start off by drawing. We did get rid of 2 of the Lords. I will block.
Servitude.
Our opponent keeps going for the immediate win instead of using Bloodfast to really grind out the advantage. Don't know if I agree with that. Do this now so they can pump it anyway. If our opponent just took a turn off, draw 4 cards, I don't know if we could have beaten them by now. We are staying alive. Now they're doing it. It's pretty rough. I don't know how I feel about that one. Gonna sting a bit. We go first on this one. Initiate into Spider. Mono red again. Probably Bloodfast. The initiate will just die to the Firebrand. We do get incidental life gain from the spider if it stays alive. Planetary Storm. So if we block, they put the Firebrand after blocks. Goes down to a 1/1, but not really what we want. We'll just take 4. Other land is not the best. Let's Dunes the Firebrand so we can play our Channeler. Sand Strangler. can use both of the treasures here if they want. We'll still kill the Planetary Storm. So we started off 6 wins in a row. Haven't run that hot lately. I'm still feeling good about the deck. We still have play against a lot of different archetypes. So let's keep grinding. Going up against Egon. Going to get demolished. It's about the best we can do. Might have been a tough keep for our opponent. They could have been preoccupied with something. Another mono red deck. Let's do hopefully Craving on something here. Nest on turn 3. And get 3 1/1s or 3 1/1s when you play Exemplar. Or 2 when you play Soulstinger. Green red. Our first green red monsters deck of the day. Scarab into Soulstinger. 2 1/1s. It might have lightning strike here, but we still get value. And then we can Doomfall into Exemplar next turn. Get 3 1/1s. Or we could get a 4/4 and 3 1/1s. Lightning strike end of turn. Or no. They just have nothing. Ripjaw is getting Doomfalled. And then attack in. Put these counters on an insect. Get 3 more. We have like an insta board. Like 10 power. But only 1 card left in our hand, so we have to close out this game pretty quickly. If they have another Ripjaw Raptor, it shuts down all of our stuff. Except if we have a Banewhip Punisher. Now we can still get a 1/1, kill their thing, and then attack. And they have to have a sweeper here or we win. The Hour of Devastation would be what kills us here. But they don't have it, so we good guys win. Banglehorn, not too bad. One for our 8th one of the day. We're averaging about a win every 10 minutes. One land, even though it has our matron, can't take it. Hopefully we scry into a land and we can Scarabs into something else. Banewhip goes to the bottom. Player Swamp. Looks like we might have to restart the client after this. Because my graphics card is currently at 99%. So we're going up against a ramp deck. We'll probably have a lot of sweepers for our stuff, which is not good for us. Another gift, up to 26 life. Another gift, up to 29. Cycling Shafet Monitor. Opponent's still at 21 life. I'm at a Compass. I can't flip it yet. Which is good. It looks like I'll need to restart the client here shortly. Hopefully we can close out this game. That is unfortunate. But our opponent only has 2 cards left. Sandworm Convergence. But, that is pretty bad. That's going to do it. Let's restart here. Hopefully this cool down my computer. I'm going to take this moment to, while we reset up the Arena client, take a break. I'll be right back in 30 seconds, 1 minute. And we are back. Looks like we're back down to acceptable levels as well. So let's get back into some gameplay. We got Zechariah. First. We took a slow hand, and our opponent looks to be on a fast start, so it's not going to be the best for us, but we can play Ammit, maybe gain some life back. Two, 3 locks down their board, and then we can play Ammit. Might have a Lord. Trade for the Sky Marcher. Hopefully they don't make any tokens here, as they make the tokens. It is really unfortunate. We might have to sub out the Torment of Venom for another sweeper. We're just dead here to the Pride of Conquerors. At least close to it. Again, Chefette Dunes. Do a Lord, I'm assuming. Champion, so they draw a million cards, and then you lose. So let's put another sweeper in. Another Golden Demise. And take out this Torment of Venom. Hopefully get back on the 6-win winning streak that we had to start off the day. Up against the man himself, Nicole Bolas. One goes first. We have a turn 2 play this time, which is always good. I don't think we've played against Blue Black Control at all today, which is a departure from yesterday, which was just mono red and blue black. Play Channeler into Scarab into Crocodile. We can Chupacabra as needed. Gideon.
Hapatra, watch over me. That's enough.
So we can Crocodile, put it on the Channeler, kill the Gideon. Which sounds good to me. Turn 3, 5/4 haste.
Rematch.
All to the feast. Put it with the Crocodile. They can jump. If they don't, it might mean they have the Lord. Lieutenant is a lot better for us in this situation because we can Moment of Craving it. The Radiant Destiny, hard for us to deal with. There's the Radiant Destiny. Be mana efficient here. So the land is not what we needed. But if they have nothing else, we can block, remove a counter, and then eat a vampire. 2 cards left. These Deadlands are annoying though. So they could Deadlands attack for 4, gain 4. Or we can just remove a counter. I mean, this just loses them a land if they put it on the initiate, so yeah. Goes for the Crocodile. Now they can attack in, or we trade off, or we eat the token. Just play Bloodfest, and then we can draw 2 cards end of turn. If they play a Lord effect, we can still block with the challenger. This is why we put in another sweeper into our deck, so hopefully we can draw into one of them. Final reward is not great against tokens. We can cycle, hold hold a final reward to play Chupacabra. I think starting off with the cycle. Good idea. So if they play Lord, we can get rid of it. End of turn, we can heal to ruin their Deadlands. Another Radiant Destiny would be pretty bad. They can trade in the Ifnir Deadlands now for the Crocodile. That might be what they're going over. Going to combat. What happens if they have the +2/+2 pump spell? And we'll be blocking 2. Let in maybe 9. We can flip our Bloodfast. No attacks. We'll get rid of this so we know we have Crocodile for next turn. Alright, so now we have some stuff to do. We can play Greatmaw on the Initiate. And then hold up Splendid Agony or Final Reward. Putting the counters on the Initiate lets us take them off one at a time to ramp ourselves. And if we can flip this Bloodfast, the Greatmaw can gain us 5 life. We have Dusk, which gets rid of 2 of our creatures, which is fine. We can put a -1/-1 counter here, and then 1 on there. It's probably fine. They can get back nothing. No attacks. You draw a card. Decimator Beetle is interesting. 2 cards in hand. We can start swinging -1/-1 counters next turn. Vanquisher's Banner. It's pretty rough, but they don't have a lot of creature spells, it looks like. Use this now. Get some insects. We can finish off the vampire when we attack with the beetle. Get another insect. Hit for 5, down to 20. But we have Bloodfast going. Doesn't seem like they can train together a lot of creatures because they don't have a lot of creatures. Sure. Draw a card. Moment of Craving is good. Golden Demise is good. It's a little rough against this board. Get 3 more insects on a 4/4. 2 mana, 7 power. Seems pretty good. And pass the turn. So our opponent needs to string together creature spells in order to have a chance of winning this. And doesn't look like they got there, so feels good to outgrind a vampire deck using insects. Plummet. Not a card I'll use. This deck is fun. Ramp is fun. Hapatra is fun. Mono red is like the worst thing in the world. Blue black is okay. Sergeant Trey. Mummy into Nest. Anything with Nest is makes you think about keeping it because it's our engine card. Like another Vampires player. So the mummies start out great against the vampires, and then get out of the range pretty quickly. Decimator will be great once we get another land. Probably have to Doomfall next turn. Take one. Oh. Having them stick the Maverin is gonna be tough, but we can't have them keep the Vanquish's banner. They play the Maverin first, we can put a block, put a counter on it if they send with something other than the Vampire Cleric. And then use the Decimator Beetle next turn to finish it off. Here's Maverin. Do they just send in with the Duskborn? They want to sign in with more. The Martyr would be great. Dusk Legion. All good. No, just a Sky Marcher. This gets us back nothing. They draw removal. They're just reading the beetle. We can attack and throw counter on Maverin. Again, next turn they can block with everything to try to get rid of it, but a Wrath for one card seems fine. Another Zealot, sure. Then if they get rid of it, we can just Liliana it back. If they send it with a Sky Marcher, they get a 1/1. And then they lock with 4 creatures to get rid of the beetle. Get a Scarab. Kill your rare, get a 1/1. Seems pretty good. They just... Sure. They have Pump Effect in their hand. A Lord of some sort.
fire's servants when you can look what I found.
Well, they need something. We know one of their cards. Sure. They probably played the Plains. You do Nest of Scarabs into Exemplar. Get, was it 6 insects? Put it on the mummy, get rid of the flyer. We get 8. We send in. This deck may be janky, but it has explosive turns. That's definitely for sure. So we got 12 power out of that. Sounds good. And yeah, that's the power of the Scarabs. You don't even need the Scarab God, just Scarabs in general. Soul of the Rapids. Not playable. Try to rank up again. That's the goal. We proved the power of Hapatra. Now let's rank. Opponent goes first. We don't have engine cards, but against the control game, we have a Bloodfast. It's either vampires or blueback. We need to change these lands into full arts after this match. Vampires. Let's initiate. Then we can Soulstinger next turn. Lieutenant. Or we can play the Ammit. Go for the Stinger. Then we can Ammit and Bloodfast next turn. All goes to plan. They don't have any natural planes. They just have to pass. And then with the Ammit, they can trade off 2 things for it if they want. Or else it goes back up to a 5/5. And you can do Obelisk Spider and hold up Bloodfast Expiration. They still take 3. Kill a creature and a half. They didn't draw any lands. The game gave the tell. Just passing to the next phase. So we draw an extra card. Try to put this out of reach pretty quickly. Grasping Dunes. We have 4 mana. Not going to be attacking though. We can draw the cards we need. Moment of Craving. Kill your Lord. Draw another card. Stack this up on the Soulstinger. So if they ever attack, we just nuke one of their things. Pass the turn. Draw 2 cards. So we can stack both Dunes onto the Soulstinger to get rid of the Sanctum Seeker. And then crash in for the Baleful Ammit, which will allow us to draw more cards. Sounds pretty good. We gain life from the Spider. Combat, attacks. Attack for 6. Back up to 18. And don't play the Mummy so we can draw an extra card. And our opponent scoops. Legion's Landing. Probably not going to be good enough. All to the Feast. Getting closer. Another land. Defiant Greatmaw is good. Another land is not. So we can Mummy, put the counters from the Greatmaw on the Mummy, take out one of the tokens, then draw some more cards. have a 4/5 left over. Sounds pretty good. We're back up to 16. We can draw a card extra turn, end of turn. 2 if we want to get rid of the counters on the initiate. If they want to flip their landing, we can feel the ruin of it next turn. So we're in a pretty good spot. Going to combat. Just enough to flip the landing. All 3 of the creatures die. Then we draw a few cards. Place on another land. We did this not at the end of the turn, so they might have a duress effect. Some more 1/1s. Just nuke their first fort. Arena seems to be using up all of our graphics card again for some reason. And our opponent has had enough. Arena, that is, seems to not like all the tokens. When we fill up the board, my GTX 1080 Ti cannot handle it, apparently. Water not. Run it back. So we have Hapatra, first one of the few times we've had it. We've only had 2 of her in our deck. But let's see if she's any good or if it's just Nest of Scarabs. Mono red is gonna be tough. Rigging runner. So if we get rid of Hapatra, they probably don't play anything else next turn. We can try to stick a Greatmaw. So trading 2 for 1 is fine. So Greatmaw here, and then we can play 2 2-mana spells next turn. Opponent might be stuck on mana. They're not. Orazca. There's only one thing that beats Orazca. That's a Chupacabra. The Chupacabra can't block the Rigging Runner. No attacks. Hazaret. So we need them to have only one creature so we can Doomfall the Hazaret. Probably not going to be available to us. We need the -1/-1 counters to try to stay alive here. Obelisk Spider. Magic Arena is really taking here. They can throw some stuff at us. We're probably dead. Let's restart the client after this. Hopefully, we can get rid of this issue. As soon as the match is over, go back to 20%. Start it back up again. I think we lost every mono red deck we've played, or at least we might have won one, but it's been pretty rough against mono red. We have some Moment of Cravings. Try to stabilize. We have the token production. It's just trying to stabilize. Once we can do that, we can finish off the game. Let's win some stuff. Thunder. Go first. If our initiate lives, it's a good keep. If not, it's probably still a bad keep, but we might have some possibility to survive if it lives. White red. That's really bad for us. I was not expecting planes into Firebrand. Now we need them to play a desert. What is white red? What is this? Glory bound? This is bad. We can Agony next turn. That's like the only plus. They're gonna lightning strike us. Kenner's going to be a problem. The Ruin's a problem. The land situation was a problem. Not looking good. That was tough. Here we go. Let's try to get Hapatra in for the first time in the game. For the first time all day. I don't think she's survived. Hello to you. Please don't kill my Hapatra. Green-red. So do they let us get the snake token, or do they chump? Let us get the snake. Put a counter there. Then we can play the Banewhip Punisher. Put another counter. Get another snake. Bloodfast and Exemplar next turn. Sweeper would be pretty not good. Bonus does nothing at the moment. Get another snake. We can shrink the Ravenous. Sacrifice a snake to make another snake. To make a 4/4. If they play something else, we could perhaps Deadlands it. Huntmaster. That seems pretty bad. If we swing in, they block here, take 7. The opponents had enough, so when our deck goes well, it goes well. It does good, does well. Goes with Mummy. Sucks being at 875 for the day. Can't open up another pack. We do have 4 rare wild cards banked up. Don't know if I want to build into a blue-black Scarab God deck, or save those for Dominaria and upkeep. We can Skull again. Hopefully we can Trounce. We can say hello. What do we have? We have turn 2, kill their ramp creature, or set up for a turn 3 Scarab. Cabra is great. Kill a Ripjaw Raptor. So we will kill a ramp creature. If not, we can play our tap land. So we can play Scarabs, Nest of Scarabs this upcoming turn into our 1/1 counter creatures. Hopefully draw land. Another Ravenous. Another Hapatra. Set Trample. Death Touch. Indestructible. Can give another creature trample. So we can chump this all day. Sounds pretty good. If we draw land, we can Chupacabra what they play, or do a Greatmaw. Another Nest of Scarabs. Can we be that greedy? So what happens if we Nest of Scarabs here and Greatmaw next turn? We get 4 1/1s and a 2/3. Let's try to be greedy. See what our deck can do. They can play a Ripjaw Raptor next turn and attack with the 5/5. Thunderherd looking for the land. Let's get 1/1s. We get to the point where we need the land. They could have Glorybringer here, which would be pretty bad. Vanquisher's Banner on Dinosaur? What are you naming? Dinosaur? Oh. So we have to play Channeler because we're not getting our land drops. Put the counters on it so we can hopefully ramp with it, but we get 6 1/1s as we put 3 -1/1 creatures, tokens, counters, 3 -1/1 counters, and we get triggers off both our Scarab Gods, Nest of Scarabs. All of that was wrong. Forerunner is pretty bad against us. For us. Sawtooth, also not great. But we can attack in for a whole bunch. player land, we can play a Hapatra and Ammit Eternal. Hapatra, or we could Chupacabra the Forerunner. And crash in for 12. If they have Lightning Strike, they take 10, go down to 14. Then they try to Wrath our board next turn. Use the Channeler so it doesn't die. Our tokens go away, but we can make more of them. Sure. It's fine. It's fine as well. When they pump this, I can give +2/+2, so it can be, you'd have to block. But if they do that, we can swing back and win. Hopefully they don't have anything, they're just holding up the land. They do have something, that's quite unfortunate. That is rough. That one feels bad. Lapiduct. Sure. Opponent's thinking it over. Would they play a non-basic so we can feel the ruin for a green? Or it could just naturally draw green. Another Vampires player. Maybe not. White black control. Vampires. Could be anything. They pitched the Martyr of Dusk. Maybe they need a land. Use this now because we're playing Nest of Scarabs next turn. Try to be as mana efficient as possible. There's our green mana. We can get 3 1/1 insects next turn. Can either get another one. Exelon's Binding on the Nest of Scarabs. That is really bad. That is about as bad as it can get. So we're gonna need a lot here. Caracal? What is this? This deck is even worse than our own. Dunes. Use the channeler to put another counter on it. We have a 4/5. They name Vampire. They just have Regal Caracal in their deck for no reason. Sure. Not the one I wanted to target. Oh well. My opponent just has all these stuff. Their vampire deck with Chupacabra and cats. That was bad. That was bad. We made an error there at the end, but that that one leaves a mark. The old vampire cat Chupacabra deck. First, turn 2 channeler is pretty great for us. Another vampire deck. A lot of those today. Going to Priest instead. Get Hapatra out. Hopefully they don't have a lot of interaction. I might just play a cat or two here. Squire's Devotion. Sure. So let's kill the priest. Get in, they probably chomp Hapatra, unless we get Snake. We can bring back the Anointed Procession, sure. We can play our Soulstinger. Put it on the Challenger. Fine. Get another Snake. They can bring back 2 Anointed Priests, but that's fine for us. Regal Carico. So we can Banewhip the Carico and sack the Banewhip. Trading off here means they don't have another cat, so that's great. Play our Festering Mummy. We can Splendid Agony next turn. Queen's Commission. We get 2 Snakes out of this and a 4/5. trading stuff off. Take it. Just added the list of people from the MTG forums and want to say hi. Hey Nick, how's it going? This anointed procession is probably going to be pretty bad for us. We're trying out a Hapatra deck today. It's going well so far, but a little sketchy at the moment. So we attack like last turn. We can play Channeler plus Splendid Agony. So they take it again. Down to 6. Put 3 -1/-1 counters on the Soulstinger. Nuke one of the Anointed Priests. And to keep up our Splendid Agony or Moment of Craving for next turn, we have a board full of tokens. We have Regal Caracal with 2 Anointed Processions. It'll be pretty tough. 8. We can Moment of Craving the Caracal. And then not attack. We have 18 tokens. We have 13 life-linking tokens. You're going to attack in with Scarabs, for the insects. They could eat 2 of these. That's fine. Really chugging along here with the tokens on the board. Opponent thinking it over. Looking to trade off, gain some life. They might have another. Only taking. Okay. So I'm not above winning by timeout. Sounds pretty good to me. Adorned Pouncer. You don't want that to die. We could Chupacabra. Anointer Priest. Yeah. Having this Adorned Pouncer eternalized, it's gonna ruin us. So what are we looking to draw? Maybe Grasping Dunes. Does that do anything for us? Gets us a scarab or an insect and a snake. Can kill a vampire. Another Anointed Procession. That is Terra bad. Exemplar of Strength. We can put it. We can use the Initiate. Put the counters on there. I guess our goal here is to go wide enough that we can attack and kill our opponent in one turn. That's not a really feasible option, but I think that's where we're going. If they didn't have the Adorned Pouncer, everything would be a lot different. They could be holding something like a Settle the Wreckage, so even if we do go for an Alpha Strike, we end up losing. They probably have the horse, which is also really bad for us. So if they played the horse, yeah, the Crested Sunmare. You can find a way to kill the Crested Sunmare. We still have the so these. If we kill the Crested Sunmare, our Death Touch snakes are fine against the horses, and we use Moment of Craving. I think we're mana too short. So do we use the Grasping Dunes here, or maybe the Deadlands? We have blockers for days for the horses, so it's not a problem this turn, but it's something we have to take care of. Probably send in with them. It's fine. They get so many more horses next turn, or at the end of the turn, so I think this spells the end of us. You know, they get 8 more, so that's the game. But we can't end on that note. We still have to grind out another win, get up to 12 for the day. Anointed Procession, good card. Who knew? Especially when you have 3 of them. We're on the draw. Let's finish out the day with a W. So it's a keep. The strength of the hand depends on the opponent. Looks like a cats. This is great artwork. No Prowler. Don't care about. Probably play the Spider next turn. It shuts down the Prowler without having them draw a card. Or we can just play Nest of Scarabs. Start winning the game. Crashing Brontodon? Really? Let's make them use it. Hopefully draw another one. Maybe if we turn on the graphics. It'll help a bit. make them sack it. Seems to have helped. Angel of Sanctions on Obelisk Spider, sure. You got it. Naming cat, I assume. Another Radiant Destiny. So they can block, but they take 3. Fine. Get rid of this, they can draw their card. Our opponent goes to 1. They need something big here. That's not going to do it. Need something else. They didn't have it. We close out the day on a victory. Feeling pretty good about the deck. Definitely not the best deck. Spell Pierce, sure. But it's fun. So we played Hapatra today. Hapatra didn't really... it's tough to make stick, or tough to make work when it doesn't have the ability to stick through removal. But Nest of Scarabs, kind of like the MVP today. So yeah, we'll definitely play his deck again. Liking it so far. Any changes that you think we can make, leave them in the comments or let me know. Thanks for hanging out.